The second chapter, the early humans. Let's learn. What we are going to learn in this chapter, that is prehistoric humans, anthropologists and archaeologists, dating technique, migration of early humans, stone age from stone to metals and megaliths. Now that is prehistoric humans. The next one is the anthropologist and archaeologist. Oh, now what is the anthropologist? Anthropologists are the people who studies the study of human socialites and cultures and their developments. જે લોકો હ્યુમનનું કલ્ચર જાણવાની કોશિશ કરે from the beginning, that they are anthropologists. And who are the archaeologists? The study of the human history and the prehistory through excavation of sites and analysis of artifacts and other physical remains. જે લોકો પર્ટિક્યુલરલી ડિગિંગ કરીને બધી વસ્તુઓ જે નીકળતી હોય એના આધારે એનાલિસિસ આર્ટિફેક્ટ્સ એન્ડ અધર ફિઝિકલ રિમેન્સ હ્યુમન હિસ્ટ્રી જાણવાની કોશિશ કરે, દે આર આર્કિયોલોજિસ્ટ. બરાબર. Dating techniques, migration of early humans, stone age from stone to metals and the megaliths. Now what is megaliths? Megaliths are the large stone that forms a prehistoric monument. It means a particular large stone which is like a milestone which can show particularly era or time. Like અત્યારે આપણે સ્ટેચ્યુ ઓફ યુનિટી હોય તો એ કહી શકાય કે આ સમયમાં થયો હતો. જો એ પછી લોંગ લાસ્ટિંગ રહે તો એના પછીનો સમયમાં લોકો કહી શકે કે આ એ વખતથી હતું. સેમ વે જૂના જમાનાનો કોઈ એવો મોટો પથ્થર જે પ્રીહિસ્ટોરિક મોન્યુમેન્ટ તરીકે ઓળખાઈ શકે. નેક્સ્ટ વન ઇઝ ધ ટ્યુન ઇન. રીડ ધ પોયમ એન્ડ સ્ટેટ વોટ ધ પોયમ ઇઝ અબાઉટ. आदि मानव खोजता अनाज बढ़ता चलते चलते, नई जगह पर रुका एक पल, देख फसले जी भर की, अपनी सारी आवश्यकता की भरपाई करके फिर आगे बढ़ चलता वह, वातावरण को दूषित न करके. आज का मानव अपने अहम में भूल चुका है अपना कल, कल उसे सिखाया था जिसने छोटी समस्याओं का हल. So this means that the Adi Manav was trying to search for his food and all that. Whatever he was looking, he was enjoying that moment and go ahead without polluting our environment or without harming our environment. But nowadays what we are doing, we are forgetting everything which can harm our environment. Just we are doing what we want to do without thinking about our environment, without our surroundings and all that things. Now the prehistoric humans. Human evolution is very long process of change by which people evolved from ape-like non-human primates. It's a very long process. It's not from 100, 200, 1000 or 10,000 years. It's from the million years before. And ape-like non-humans એટલે કહેવાય ને કે આપણા પૂર્વજો વાંદરા જેવા પૂર્વજોમાંથી કદાચ આપણે આવ્યા છીએ. Evidence reveals that the physical and behavioral characteristics shared by all humans originated from the ape-like ancestors and developed over million years. The British naturalist Charles Darwin has written books on the origin of species in 1859 and the descent of man in 1871 on the nature of our evolutionary relationship. અમારામાં આવતો ડાર્વિનનો ઉત્ક્રાંતિવાદ. સો these are the two books written by this British naturalist, that is Charles Darwin. Now the anthropologist and the archaeologist. The primary resources for describing the human evolution process are fossil specimens. The fossils of early humans and archaeological remains are the crucial evidence of the early past. Now what is the fossils? It's like bones or skeletons which are carved in the stones that we are getting, and by archaeologists they are digging that and finding something like that and decide the age, nature and all that according to that. It includes tools, bones and other evidence such as footprints left by early humans. Generally, these remains are buried naturally and preserved for many years. These are naturally It's not that we have preserved that, it's naturally preserved during the past period, in which way our ancestors has been right that we, yet we didn't know. But because of all these evidences, either for footprints or caves or whatever, we can know from which era or before how many years they were there. So they are either discovered on the surface or by digging in the ground. Size and shape of bone and marking left by muscles help the anthropologist in knowing how the early people moved and held tools. By the size, shape of bones and muscle imprints, by that we can know in which way people were living, or how their structure was, and in which way they are holding these tools. They also determine the physical structure, the size of the early humans' brains, and how it changed over time by studying fossils, bones. Archaeological evidences are those things that are made by the early people and the place where the archaeologists discovered them. So, archaeologists are digging the particularly things, and by their surrounds we can know that particular period. Recently in Idar, we found that few of the religious Jain murtis we found. So in that period, we can imagine before this much of time, that was Jainism was there, and they are using this kind of particularly murtis and all that. So in same way, ancient things were digged by this archaeologist, and we can know their surrounds also and the place. By carefully studying such evidences, archaeologists can find out how the early humans made and surroundings. Okay. Now, did you know in oldest fossil have been recovered from the rocks in the Narmada Valley, which is around 7 lakh years old. Okay. The oldest fossil was 7 લાખ વર્ષ જૂનું છે, જે નર્મદા વેલીમાં થી મળેલું છે. Now the dating techniques. The layers that contain fossil and clues can be dated by various techniques. The important ones are radiocarbon dating, thermoluminescence dating, potassium argon dating, and electron spin resonance dating. These are 4 types of dating system is there, by which we can know the particular age. We can assume the age of particular things or living things. So for living things, which were, it's like from humans, animals, we can do it by radiocarbon dating. So our particles maybe by carbon atom, which can be changed over by their half life, we can know the age of particular things. The thermoluminescence dating technique is used